Hi guys, Louis in the UK. Welcome. Look, I need a blooming haircut, guys. Look, we're at that point. Louis needs to cut his hair. You know I dye my hair. I'm not fully grey yet, but I'm grey on the sides and the back. I'm lucky I've got hair. I'm 58 years old. So I've had a bloody busy 3 or 4 days. It's like being back at school. I feel like I'm back at school again. Yeah. And what am I learning about? Guess what? I'll give you 3 guesses. So welcome to Defending Elvis. Thanks for joining me again. Team Elvis, you mean so much to me. I've had so much support from you. So, it's funny, War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds is one of my favorite ever films, yeah? Even the old War of the Worlds, I've always been, it takes my imagination away. But what we're having sometimes here at Defending Elvis, based on our freedom of speech, is war of the channels, isn't it? It's war of the channels, yeah? So I'm not saying any names. Where we are today concerning YouTube and YouTube strikes, concerning attacks from other people, other YouTubers, other YouTube channels, it's nothing new. Yeah, we're all used to it. And I always say this, in every way how we're treated is based on trying to prevent us from freedom of speech, trying to prevent us having different opinions about many things concerning Elvis's history. And people don't want us, don't like us to have different opinions. And that because, let me just plug the earphones in case I've got to play them. So the bottom line is, they don't really have much they can say when it comes to, yes, we have different opinions. They have their opinion, I have mine. Yeah. Does Elvis need defending? Yeah, I obviously think he does. Many of them don't. We're talking about Elvis fans, it's shocking. Obviously this book has been brought up. We have different opinions. Some people will hold this book up and say this is truth, and that anybody that doesn't agree that this is truth is hiding from the truth. I disagree. I think many things that have been said about Elvis have been exaggerated and twisted. I also think many things that have been said about Elvis should have been kept private. Yeah, should have been kept private. And the fact that it's part of history is irrelevant. Loyalty. How would anybody feel about their personal, private moments, habits being shared by a family member for money, by a cousin or a stepbrother or an ex-wife or a Memphis Mafia? No one would like it if their own family trashed them. Yeah. So many of the people we fall out with, I say to you, how would you feel if I wrote this book about you? You get it? Yeah. How would you feel if the most disgusting things were being shared about you, true or not, or your uncle or your auntie or your brother or your sister or your parents, your cousin? Get it? So, no, it's not okay to share things, do books, make documentaries, biographies, and even now in 2025 to say trashy things about a family member, whether it's Elvis or not. Yeah. And also it's not okay that people try to stop us, trying to mute our freedom of speech, and try to treat us in a way as if we are doing something horrible by defending Elvis, like we are haters or we are attackers or we are just mean, evil people because, we are monsters just because we disagree with these people. So when people use, in my opinion, allegedly, everything I say on this show is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. It's an opinion sharing discussion YouTube channel. Every show I've ever made is that. Yeah, nothing is fact. So when I basically say to these people, look, if I want to disagree with their views, I'm allowed to, without these people allegedly abusing YouTube's copyright system to shut people down, to mute people. Now, allegedly, we have had a systematic attack to shut my channel down, and it wouldn't have just affected me and my freedom of speech. It would have affected my 30,000 subscribers and my lovely family that I have created called Team Elvis, and who are here as a movement, and we come together every day to defend Elvis. So we are entitled to have freedom of speech and defend Elvis and disagree with people. Yeah, we can agree to disagree as well. So anybody, this is the third attempt, it might even be the fourth, to shut me down, in my opinion, allegedly abusing YouTube's rules. Now, if somebody goes to YouTube and they post 4 copyright infringement things using YouTube's system, it is obviously this is an opinion, not a fact, an attempt to shut me down. Now, how horrible is that? How horrible and cruel is it that any YouTuber, because I'm not pointing at one person, because this has happened to me, I reckon, 4 times, yeah? How horrible is that? That we all love our YouTube channels, don't we? We YouTubers, there's a couple that I've fallen out with, yeah? We love our YouTube channels. We have our own following. We have our purpose, the type of channels we run. So how horrible is it that another YouTuber or other YouTubers will do anything to shut us down just because we defend Elvis? This is normal YouTubers as well, not just channels. Yeah, I actually think it's one of the cruelest things you can do to a YouTuber is to go to systematically use YouTube's copyright infringement system to shut someone down. If someone applies for 4 strikes, they're trying to shut you down because they know that if you get if you get 3 strikes, you are shut down forever. And they don't just shut down your one channel. This is defending Elvis. I have 4 channels. They shut down all 4 channels forever. So there was allegedly, not a fact, a systematic attack to shut me down and stop my freedom of speech. Okay. Obviously, for entertainment purposes, we're just having a discussion. This is just opinions, not fact. So this has really been on my mind in the last 3-4 days. We've been accused of defamation. We've been accused of slander, of obviously copyright infringement. We've been accused of so many things. Okay. Now, all we actually did was disagree with someone's book. I think we disagreed with a book. We disagreed with an Elvis Memphis Mafia person who betrayed Elvis. There was some parodies being made about me, calling me a banana, and a few other things. Allegedly, not a fact. It's still going on now. In fact, it happened last night. So, we're not at a point yet where I want to serve a cease and desist. But I tell you now, if I serve a cease and desist, it will be from my lawyer. I won't write it at home. It won't be DIY homemade. So I decided to spend a whole week learning about law, about American law, British law, in every aspect of it. Many, many different aspects of it. Yeah. I want to know what's going on here because I have a large amount of experience with lawsuits, litigation, massive amount. I don't even want to talk about it. It's such a waste of money. And the problem with lawsuits, they're very childish. They're very passionate. People overact. They don't think with their brains. They think with their hearts. And people are stupid when they're being sued. Yeah. The only winners are the lawyers. Yeah. So I just thought, I've been accused of defamation, been accused of slander. I've now proved that there was no copyright infringement. I have been saying for the last 5 days, we will win our counter notifications with YouTube. I've been saying it again and again. I've had people trying to tell me what fair use copyright law is that have no idea what they're talking about. To the people that have, there's been a few that tried to dictate to me and tell me what copyright law is. You are wrong. you are wrong. Your version in your mind of copyright law to suit yourself is incorrect. There's a few of you, yeah? I go by the letter of the law of fair use, and you are wrong. We are allowed, as long as we transform it and add commentary, we are allowed to use clips, even if they're long, as long as we stop and start and add commentary, even if it includes, a logo or some kind of intro song, whatever you want to call it. We're allowed to do it because it's called a reaction video. Yeah, as long as we don't just upload it and say nothing, we are allowed to do it. No law in the land would ever disagree. We are also allowed to have disagreements with people concerning a book without being accused of defamation. We are actually, within fair use law, we're actually allowed to have parody concerning public figures. I could go on and on, guys. There's so much more to it. I said we were going to win those 4 copyright, what they call them, counter notifications in the YouTube system. Yeah, I knew we were going to win. I said to you 99%, but I was thinking 100%. So I was given the impression that I wouldn't. Now, let me just explain things. I'm going to play this 3-minute video, but I want to say a few things before I play it, because the video says everything I want it to say. Yeah, I've posted it as a short and I've posted it around. Yeah, and I've posted it in letter form as well. It's on Facebook, YouTube, it's everywhere. Yeah. The way I have been treated, because I disagreed with someone, the way I've been treated by someone who was ridiculing me and calling me a banana and other things, belittling me and my channel. I won't name these people because it's all alleged for entertainment purposes, not a fact. It's bloody wrong. It's bully boy tactics. It is bully boy tactics. And you may get away with it with other people. You'll never get away with it with me. Now, I also fully take on board my conversation with Joe Sins at Rare Elvis Photos. He does want me, and I agree with him, that we have to learn to run a defending channel with a kind heart, with respect and forgiving and understanding. So yes, we can still have our opinions about different well-known people in the Elvis world, well-known Elvis family members, but somehow we have got to find a way, because the problem I've got is most of the people I disagree with, I like them. I like their channels. I like them as human beings. If they're Elvis's family, that means a lot to me. Yeah. So I'm in a dilemma. I have strong feelings about well-known Elvis people. But I also want the world to know the truth, that many things were said about Elvis that shouldn't have been said, that should have been kept private, or just blatantly are not correct, exaggerated or twisted, that have harmed Elvis's image and reputation. And a lot of it was done in front of Lisa Marie, which is even worse. And now things are being done in front of Riley, Finley and Harper. So Elvis wouldn't like it, would he? So my forgiving thing is, how do I deal with the people that are trying to shut me down, stop me being an Elvis defender, in a friendly, kind way, where we can stay friends, where we can agree to disagree? Because even though I've had this situation, I definitely have been under attack, very unfairly treated. Yeah, I've been picked on and bullied here. Yeah, this is tactics. Yeah, I still want to send love, send forgiveness, send kindness. So to the person that gave me the 4 strikes, you were wrong about copyright law. You were wrong about YouTube. Yeah, the law is on my side when it concerns copyright infringement. Yeah, not on Louis' side. The law is on the side of the law. Law is law. Yeah, you can twist it around any way you want. You're bloody out of order the way you overreacted with me, especially because I was so kind to you for so long. It's like, this is childish behavior. I keep repeating it, throwing toys out of a pram, like overreacting. So I found out some, everything I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purposes. I'm not aiming it at any one person. It's just opinion sharing discussion YouTube channel. I'm saying this about 3 or 4 different people, how I've been treated. Okay. and it's in the last year. Yeah. Come on. To all the people that have tried to shut me down, did you really want me shut down? Do you think I would do that to you? Do you think I would try and shut you down? Never. I wouldn't think of it. Now, I want to be kind. I want to be friendly. I'm reaching out to all of you people that have tried to shut me down. I forgive you. I have no bad feelings to you. I wish you the best in the future. But you got to own it and take responsibility for your behaviour. I do think it's very childish. And unfortunately, lawsuits do that. They bring the child out in someone. Yeah? And you can't just run around the world suing everyone. You're going to run out of money. You're going to run out of money. I've heard about some lawsuits recently. Yeah, more than one. You're going to run out of money. The hole's going to get deeper and deeper. It's not all going to go your way. You're not God. There needs to come a time. I've always believed this in people's lives. There needs to come a time where people just bloody calm down. Yeah? Life's too short. And the pot of money, the golden pot of money, dries up. You could lose. And if you do lose, you could be lumbered with massive legal fees. To anybody that takes on litigation, lawsuits, you could lose hundreds of thousands of pounds. You could literally bankrupt yourself. It's like, for what? Just because a bunch of people want to talk about you on a social media page. You know, it's like, it's nuts. The whole thing is a massive overreaction. It's nuts. Anybody going down that road, don't bother. Don't do it. Just rein it in. Calm yourself down. Yeah? It's time for change. It's time for change. So, I'm in the UK, guys. Come on. I'm in the UK. Doesn't that say everything? So, I think I've said enough. I want to just say a couple of things. Now, I want to check an email before I say it. I've reached out to a couple of people, right? Okay, no. Right, let's have a look. Hang on. So I just want to read this. Right, yes, actually, no, it's good news. So I'm going to be the first to admit that we are a bit too dramatic. Yeah, we need to just calm ourselves down. That's why we changed our names to Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart. And I thank Joe Sins for that. I get on very well with Joe now. Me and Joe have been chatting. Okay, he's been helping me. Okay, I want to sort things out with the Smiths. Yeah, I want to find some kind of resolution. Now, I'm not changing my views about the books, about the documentaries, biographies, tabloids. I would love it if they showed some kind of regret for the past, yeah. But I want to be understanding as well why they felt they needed to do that. Is it possible? I'm saying this to Danny Smith. If you're watching my show, yeah. Sorry about my messy hair. Is it possible we can find some kind of middle ground where we can discuss these topics and show some kind of regret? I think it will go a long way with the fans. Yeah. Now, I can't tell you what to do. Yeah. I want to repeat myself. I am a big fan of you, Danny, Teresa, of Memphis Mafia Kid, one of my favourite channels. I'm a big fan of Billy and Joe Smith, and Elvis Fans Matter, and Teresa and Danielle as well. Okay. And even Joey Smith. I've been learning a lot about Joey Smith. I know that he's involved with some drama concerning one of the people we're talking about now. Yeah. Now, I think, Danny, I think I can help you. Okay. I think I can help you. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. If you want to discuss things with me, please phone me. And I think I can help you concerning stuff that's going on, which I'm not allowed to mention. Okay. To do with your brother. Okay. So what I'm trying to say to the Smiths is this, okay? I'm sorry if I've upset you. I do think the drama gets carried away. I think we've both been guilty of having a go at each other and being quite childish, okay? I genuinely, from my heart, I'm very fond of the Smiths, both their channels, and of course, you're bloody related to Elvis. I live for defending Elvis. You are part of the family. I get on, of course, you know, I get on very, very well with Donna and Donna Presley and Ginger Rogers and people like that. But I also I want to support the Smiths. Yeah. But is there a way? I'm going to say it publicly on YouTube. Is there a way we can discuss these things and make the Elvis fans understand why things were done that I think were harmful to Elvis by the people that loved him? Because I know the Smiths love Elvis. I know it. Yeah. And I know he loved them. Danny, I know that Elvis loved all your family. Yeah. So I think we can find a ground. Yeah. I want to get to the point where I'm showing support for the Smiths, but I won't ignore the mistakes of the past. We should be able to discuss it. I want to be friendly. I'd rather be your friend than your foe. Okay, I would love to talk to you, Danny. You know, your parents are, you know, it's obvious Billy's quite, you know, your parents are reaching that time in their lives where obviously they're advanced in age. So do I really want to be talking negatively about people in their 80s? Of course not. Of course not. I lose sleep sometimes because I know I'm bringing up topics that are upsetting, and I'm bringing up these topics about people I actually care about as a fan. Yeah, you know, I'm just a fan of Elvis. I'm a fan of Lisa, but I care. Okay, so please, I offer you an olive branch. I think we can find a way forward. Yeah, honestly, as a friend, I'd like to be friends. Okay, right. The next thing. We had a disagreement with a YouTube channel. I've reached out to that lady. It's a woman. And we are going to make things up. We are going to make things up. Yeah. And I can't give you details. And watch this space, guys. There's another thing that's happened. I've had a chat with someone called Stephen. Stephen is a friend of the Smiths. And he is going to try and help us, me, my channel, my Team Elvis, and the Smiths find a middle ground where we can work together. Okay, I really hope, and I repeat, I would like to help Joey Smith. I would like to do my bit for him. Seems like a really nice guy. Yeah, your brother Danny. Okay, I think concerning what's going on at the moment, I think I could help. Yeah, right. So the next thing, what I'm trying to do is I'm looking back on the last year. I'm trying to work out situations where I think we could have dealt with that differently. Yeah. I'm trying to take responsibility. Obviously, we have a very dramatic channel. I want to try and somehow get people to understand me. So to all the people I've fallen out with in the past, including YouTubers and YouTube channels, yeah, you get me wrong. I think I'm very misunderstood. I'm very misunderstood. I just want to defend Elvis and the bloodline. That it is just that, guys. It's never money. It is. I have a driving passion inside my heart that is pushing me to try and defend. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I go too far. Sometimes I'm too repetitive. Sometimes I say rude words. Sometimes I do a video of a video of a video. I'm learning. Give me a chance. Let me learn. My heart is good. My heart is good. I have a kind heart. I have no hate. So I hope people understand where I'm coming from. So I want to play this video. Now, I am playing this video not out of anger. I'm playing this. Let me see if I can get it up. To say to anybody who is going to attack me or misuse YouTube's copyright rules, copyright system, yeah, that I will massively defend myself and I will not be pushed around. I'm not scared to go to litigation or a lawsuit. I will vigorously defend me, Louis, and I will vigorously defend my channel, Defending Elvis, on YouTube. I will never back down, and I can afford it. I can afford it. Yeah, I'm not a pushover. Yeah, do not underestimate me. But I also send an olive branch to the very people that are trying to go against me. All of them, not one in particular. And my olive branch is very simple. I'd rather be your friend. I'd rather be your friend. I'd rather promote you. I'd rather... I think we can work together. The YouTube channels that are against me, I won't name any of them. Yeah.
Hi everyone.
This video is not aimed at one person. It is a general thing. It's for entertainment purposes. It is not a fact. It's just an opinion sharing video. Yeah. Everything we do here is for entertainment purposes. But this says everything I need to say. Yeah. And I also send love and forgiveness to everyone, whoever it is. Yeah. And I hope that one of the people that probably you guys, I hope that we all need to learn, don't we? We all need to learn in life. We all need to, sometimes we have to look in the mirror and go, this isn't working out. I would say that, I've had these moments in my life where I just thought, if I carry on as I am, I'm being very self-destructive. Very self-destructive. I'm not helping. This situation with lawsuits and all the rest of it, arguments with big, financial type arguments with YouTubers, and it's not going to do you any good. It's going to make you unwell. I doubt, I know my wife would be fuming if I was involved in expensive problems on YouTube. And I say the same for anybody that's watching this now. If you have a partner, it must be a nightmare for them. It must be a nightmare for them watching all these kind of things unfold with multiple people, And, some people are getting themselves banned from Gracelands. That is just embarrassing. There's a lot of falling outs here. There's a long history of falling outs here as well. Yeah. So this is a very general video aimed at many, many people. Yeah. But it is for entertainment purposes. Nothing I say on here is a fact. It is just an opinion sharing YouTube discussion channel. So I'm not going to speak. I'm going to play it. And then I'm signing out. I honestly do send love to everyone. Anyone that is coming after me, anyone that has abused YouTube rules to try and shut me down, which is very cruel. I forgive all of you. I send all of you love. I wish you all well in the future. Here goes, guys.
Hi everyone. It's Louis from Defending Elvis. I just want to speak honestly from the heart for a moment, because the last few days have been difficult. A number of copyright strikes were placed on my channel, not because I used anyone's content unfairly, but simply because I disagreed with certain people's opinions. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine for Elvis fans to agree, disagree, debate, and discuss things respectfully. We don't all have to see everything the same way. I also want to say, in a friendly way, that I genuinely reached out and apologized to the claimants several times. I tried to resolve things peacefully and respectfully. I would never do this to him or to any other channel. I would never try to shut a channel down just because we disagree. That's not who I am. What isn't okay is when it feels like YouTube's system is possibly being used in a way that appears aimed at shutting a channel down. I can't say for certain, but that's how it comes across. There's always a more respectful, friendly way to sort things out. We can talk to each other. We don't need to go down that road. YouTube has accepted my counter notifications, and unless an actual legal case is filed, the strikes will be removed in 14 days. And after 14 days, no matter what happens, whether a filing appears or not, those strikes become non-active and can no longer affect my channel. For now, though, the strikes are still active, so for the next 2 weeks I do have to be careful because a third strike right now would shut my channel down. But once the 14 days have passed and those strikes become non-active, even if someone tried to give me a third strike later on, my channel would not be closed down because the earlier strikes would no longer count. And just to be clear, if any legal action is started, I will fully defend it 100%. I will also fully defend my right to run a Defending Elvis YouTube channel. I'm not going anywhere. Please don't underestimate me. I have a lot of experience in lawsuits, and I know exactly how to defend myself properly. Everything that has happened has already been reported to YouTube's legal department, so the situation is being handled through the correct channels. And if the claimant has the kindness in his heart, he will remove the 2 strikes immediately, so we can all move forward in a better way. We can even start afresh, a new beginning, and hopefully rebuild things, maybe even become friends. And if at any point I feel intimidated or harassed, I will issue a formal cease and desist from myself and my lawyer. I'm here to defend Elvis, not to be pushed around. I will always defend Elvis, and I'll always defend the right of fans to speak openly, respectfully, and honestly, because that's what fairness and justice look like. And to everyone who has supported me, thank you. It means more than you know.
Okay, guys. Let me just stop that from playing another video. I really wish I didn't have to make videos like this. Yeah. I feel pushed into a corner. I think the way I've been treated is absolutely disgusting. But I also have kindness in my heart, and I'm gonna be understanding and respectful, and we're gonna find a way forward. Yeah, I can't tell other people what to do, how to act, to be forgiving, to be Christian. I can't tell people how to live, how to treat other people. This is all I can do. Yeah. So thanks, guys. So I'm going to do one more video on this topic as a live stream, because I feel that Team Elvis have the right to comment on what is going on. Yeah, what is going on and what has been going on for the last year. Yeah, more than a year. This video is not aimed at one person. This is a general thing aimed at all of the problems we've had for well over a year. Many different topics as well. It is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is a fact. It is literally, this is my disclaimer of this whole video, is that it's just a discussion YouTube channel sharing opinions. That's all we are. Nothing more than that. No facts are in any of this. And I send everyone love. Thanks, guys. I'm going to upload this now and join you in the comments.